these strong performances from Caribbean teams. Now, you as a player for one of these Caribbean national teams, what is it like? What does it mean to you to see all these Caribbean teams, Jamaica, Haiti, Guadeloupe, Martinique? They're all doing very well with chances of advancing to the knockout round.
Yeah, of course. It's obviously nice when you see other Caribbean teams competing in the same competition as you. Just shows how far we've all come. But I think ultimately we've just got to focus on us and focus on our target and on our main objectives. And that's, like I said, that's not to come here and make up the numbers and just to take part. We're here to win the competition, and that's it.
And then another question. You've been with Jamaica now for a while, for several years. You played in different tournaments, Nations League, previous Gold Cups. Is this the strongest Jamaica squad you've ever been a part of? Do you feel like it's the best one that you've played on?
I'm not someone to judge squads, to be fair. Whatever squad gets picked at the end of the day will be the strongest squad that's available. So, I just leave that noise to other people to make up their assumptions and, to say, this is the strongest squad or whatever. There's other players that could have been a part of the squad. They're not here for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, the squad's here and this is the strongest squad we've got available.
Thank you. Next question, gentlemen here in front row.
Robert Williams, IRFM Jamaica. Coach, you mentioned the psychological advantage of top in the group, but are you overly concerned about whether you finish at the top or second?
No. I also said it really is not in our hands who we will face, because we are Group A. We will finish first our games, and then we don't know how the other groups will end. So we are not in control who we will face, because we will finish our games first. But it's always nice to look at the table and see Jamaica top in it. But otherwise, it really is not that much important. If we are number 1 or 2, just to win and to go to the next round, and then be ready for whomever we will face that round.
Another question, Coach. This would be your first big tournament this side of the world. Describe for us how it has been in terms of organization, logistics, how you find it.
No, it's pretty different. Both from Euro finals and World Cup finals, the logistics is much better in those competitions than this one. Long distances in driving, 2 training sessions, and stadiums football stadiums. A long walk, for example, in Chicago, a 4-minute walk into a halftime, 4-minute walk from the halftime makes it only a few minutes you have in the dressing room to deliver whatever changes you want to deliver. So it's big stadiums, but long walks, which is so just these small details is different, and I need to learn and I need to adjust as a coach. But it's kind of, when you're not used to this, it feels strange. So when the referee said, "Yeah, now you have to go for the second half," I was not only halfway through what I was planning to say. So, but we adjust and we take whatever is thrown at us and try to smile through whatever we think is not correct, and we focus on the football thing. But if you're talking about logistics, yes, it's difference, big difference.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take a few questions from our colleagues joining us virtually. Jason Hall, please go ahead with your question.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, of course. Like you said, people on the outside are noticing, a lot of changes. But we're not here to focus on that. You know what I mean? We're just here to focus on the football side of things, and to try and, gel as well as we can, put some good performances together and, go out there and get the win every single time. That's what we're focused on, really. the other part of it, it's obviously nice to see, and I'm sure it's obviously nice for the people on the outside to see as well. But it's not really something that we're focused on.
Thank you, Daniel. Next question, Norando Brown.
Can you repeat?
The game against United and the game against we in passport. The game and working people or the one from the you know how the idea of passport the rest of the tournament. You have to decide on the perfect 11 or we see some stability in the second, third, and the first third of the team. However, there appears to be some instability in defensive third.
Yeah, we have pretty equal players at the back, so it's not a big difference in these players quality-wise. There also have been injuries, so we don't want to overdo and risk injuries for the players. So that's why we have been rotating, and we've been happy with the performance of all the team, not only the defense but all the team. And I think we will just grow in this tournament and become better as we have more games playing together. But there's a lot of reasons why we are changing. It's not only performance; it's thinking ahead as well. So I can't give you any other explanation on changes and why we do changes, but sometimes it's because of injuries, sometimes it's performance, sometimes we're thinking ahead, etc. And sometimes we're giving players a chance to show what they can do. And it's nice to see players coming in, grabbing their chance, and staking a claim and being in the starting 11 next match.
Thank you, Coach. Next question, Rashid Barshma.
Yes, good afternoon, Coach. Daniel, thank you for from the beginning. So, if you're talking to me, like the coming up to the coming up to the like the so, do you think that you have to keep practically to get that against the any see that have
Sorry, can I ask who's that question for?
You take
Okay.
it. You take it.
No. The most important thing for us to do tomorrow is to go out there and win the game. Doesn't matter if we finish first, it doesn't matter if we finish second. The most important thing to do is to win the game, and then whatever else happens after that, it will take care of itself, and we'll just look forward to the next one.
Thank you. Next question, Emil Smith.
Yes, so good afternoon, folks. And what I would like to start with the environment. I've been involved in this squad from a coaching perspective and from many perspectives. And can we expect more pass as my role?
Yeah, if I can start with from the coach's perspective, it was a wish of mine to try to include the past Jamaican national players more to what we are doing. Number one, because we are tapping into a wealth of experience, getting them in, a lot of knowledge about coaching, about Jamaican football, about the past, so we can learn also from the past. And I think it is also connecting the past player to the current players. I think that is a good thing. I think it hasn't been enough of this. inviting them to come if they want to come. It's not like it's an open door. We like to have that under control. There's a lot of past players available for Jamaica, but for example, a lot of coaches, former national team players, are coaches in the US, and they can assist us, help us, but most of all, they give good vibe. And Freddie Butler is a fantastic guy. To have him and the guys with him with us, just to give positivity within the group, was really, really nice. And we are going to continue to try to do that, not only in the Gold Cup, but in the future as well. For the players,
yeah, obviously, just to kind of repeat what Coach said, it's obviously nice to, have previous past players, in and around the squad, just to even just, talk about like the history of Jamaica. Obviously, there's probably a few players already in the squad that will know, but then there's obviously some that probably wouldn't know, so even just to have a conversation with them, 10, 15-minute conversation, and you never know, you might, you could learn something new. So yeah, I think it's a real positive that, we've got someone like that. And hopefully, in the future we can have more people like that, to come on this journey with us, just to highlight, the history and everything that Jamaica's about.
But we always have maps.
Well, yeah, true. That's true.
Thank you. Jason Hall, did you have another question? Go ahead, please.
Yes, thank you. And of course, I want to do. I heard you say earlier that the aim is to push and get all of it, right? Now, I know you earlier that we have tournament football. We might do that too much years on each tournament. So that being said, can we expect more changes in the third last week?
Yeah, you can expect everything or anything, but I'm not going to tell you here.
Thank you, Arch. To wrap it off, Arch, go ahead, another one. Mike here, please.
I want to ask you about Mark Gray, who's adapting to Jamaican team. He's come in and done incredibly well. Okay, sorry about that. Asking you about Demarai Gray, his impact upon joining this Jamaica team. He's done so well so far in this Gold Cup. Is that just a matter of him just being a world-class player and fits in seamlessly into the Jamaica team, or is it, how has it been? How has he adapted so well and so easily to this team? Where does that come from?
He's a pleasant guy to have around. He's laid back. Maybe DJ knows more about him than I do, but first weeks the games have been really good. So he just kind of clicked into the team, and that is a credit to the other players. That the new guy comes in and he plays well with them. It's not a given thing that a player comes in and plays well, and I hope he will even get better when he gets to know the players on the pitch more than he does now. So for sure, we are happy with him. But maybe DJ can talk more about him as a person. I don't know that much about him. So we have been thinking about the team in general. So we're not focusing much on the individuals. Now we have some more time to sit down with the individuals, but it has been for our coaches mostly about the team and how the team will work together, but individually.
Yeah, it's obviously been a pleasant, for such a good player like Demarai to obviously come in and join us. And like with any other player, we bring them in with, open arms. And I think when you played at such a high level, as obviously Demarai has, you have the understanding, you have the knowledge, and I can guarantee you there's obviously more to come. Like Coach said, when he plays with the boys and, a bit longer, get to understand them a little bit more. And it's obviously about understanding him as well as an individual, and then once all of that comes together, I'm sure you know, you're going to see a lot more of Damari Gray in there and what he's actually all about.
Okay, we'll wrap it with that. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. All the best for the match tomorrow. Thank you.